literally met someone that is only 2 years older than my friend's child.
And I was like, clearly I'm the oldest person here. Well, I met someone who was 30. I'm 40.
He is getting tired of these women on here 40 years, 40 and up, being so picky.
Our age difference is just way too great, and he's all I think about.
Why dating in your 40s sucks.
Men that y'all overlooked, they are now in their 40s and they worked on themselves.
We have to be doing something wrong. Something is not right. Because I have men in my inbox, on my messages, they do not want to be in a relationship because they choose peace.
How did I get here?
Now that I'm over 40 and I'm dating, let me tell you what my biggest struggle is with relationships. Starting over. Being married for 20 years, having to start over and start getting to know someone again, dealing with my own issues, dealing with their issues, learning myself again as a single woman, it can be very challenging. But the one thing that I can truly say is that I am very happy at the fact that I got the opportunity to meet myself again. I learned a lot about me. When you learn yourself, you get to understand who you really are, what your weaknesses and what your strengths are. And I also was able to get clear about what I desired when it came to my love life. Follow for more.
This is the problem men have, right? You think, oh, feels good to find myself again. Men are not dating, and men darn sure don't want to marry you. Why? Because she shouldn't be saying this. These ladies should be in the body bag. What do I mean? Till death do us part. That's how you should be starting over. And the new lifetime, I thought I see you next lifetime. They should all be singing Erykah Badu. Men shouldn't be singing any parts of you. Check out what this guy said to what she's saying. Watch this. You just explain why you should stay single. He hit on so many levels, right? This is what she said. LOL. I get it. The biggest struggle for some people is that they are avoidant, don't want to face the relationship with themselves, being open to facing the mirror. Some would rather avoid the mirror, which is the relationship itself, but this helps us to grow, although it can be challenging. And the majority of men saying, you should be single. And they're holding you to that. Why are they doing that? Because they are dating younger girls. Look, modern women, especially older modern women, they need to be breaking down. Why? Because your time has come.
We have to be doing something wrong. Something is not right. Because I have men in my inbox, on my messages, on everywhere, telling me that they do not want to be in a relationship because they choose peace. They chose being alone and being peaceful than being in a relationship with a woman because all we do is cause drama and we nag and all these things, all the reasons. Or a lot of them had been burned before. So, like, we know that whole story. Like, been there too. So that works on both sides. But, like, what exactly, I feel like in a relationship, a woman should be the one to bring peace and bring comfort and, like, at the end of the day, be that person that a man can come home to and, like, feel comfortable in himself and know that, like, he's loved at home. So what is it that we're doing or not doing that they're saying?
You're another candidate. A candidate of what? Divorce. I can tell she has it written all over her face. You don't have to say it. That's her. It's written all over her face. I was divorced. He didn't appreciate me. I want to appreciate the next guy. The statistics don't make sense for a man. You divorce once, you're most likely going to divorce twice. Why would a man want to take on that burden?
These things. I don't know. It blows my mind that these men would rather, like, be alone. And I don't know, maybe it's that they're dating younger, and no offense to any of the females on here that are in, like, the younger age bracket. I just know personally when I was younger, like in my 20s, Even into my early 30s, like before I had kids and stuff, there was always a little bit of drama that happened in relationships and things like that. But now being 42, like, I want peace too. I don't want to come home to arguments and nagging and like all of that stuff either. I want peace too. So what's happening? Somebody fill me in, because I'm lost. I am like seriously lost.
No, you shouldn't be lost because you were the one that sparked off the divorce. Men, well, actually, you are lost for that reason. Why? Because most of these ladies should be in body bags. Why do I say that? Till death do us part. That should be what you live by. But these ladies don't stand for nothing nowadays. So men look at it like, why bother? That's why the guy told you, I would rather have my peace. You have to understand what men are going through. He would rather have his peace, is the best saying all around these parks. Think about it. Why would he want to deal with you? Forget the fact that you have a bunch of kids, right? Forget that fact, because you already know you're a single mom. But why would he want to deal with a divorcee who, as soon as something looks like trouble to her, she's going to divorce again? Why stay in a marriage? That's why they divorce. Why stay in a marriage that doesn't serve me? I bet you she feels like that. And how men feel, why deal with the headache, right? You have to understand why men are choosing to move the way we're moving. This has to be done. I know it's hard to deal with. You're older. You feel like I got more time. You thought it was going to be peaceful, but it's not. It's the other way.
He is tired of seeing women 40 plus getting on these apps being so picky. That's what this man said. He said he is getting tired of these women on here 40 years, 40 and up, being so picky, because he said they don't look the same way they looked years ago, or all this stuff right here. And this is what I want to say. But yeah, 40 and up, yeah, those women have a right to be picky, because most women that I know are 40 and up that are single, and a lot of them have been married already and divorced, kids are grown or whatever. 40-year-old women plus, most of them got together, degrees, they own their own homes, great jobs, great careers. They're complete, and they don't need nobody, as y'all men always say, to be their peace. So yes, they should be picky, because they don't want the wrong man to come into their life and disturb their damn peace. Some of y'all men, you ain't got no job in your 40s. You ain't got your stuff together in your 40s. You ain't got nowhere to stay.
That's your environment you're in. You must be in the hood. Ain't got no job. The guys I know from around the corner ain't got no job. Ain't doing nothing with themselves. They 40 on the corner, still drinking 40s. Where are you at? Like, seriously, tell me where you live without telling me where you live. That's what you're doing right now. You showed a picture of this guy who lives somewhere in Alabama on a farm, right? On his mom's farm. What are you doing? Get it right. Look, only in America. I bet you he's talking about the issues that you ladies come with, but let's continue.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul. You ain't got no decent car. You are on child support. Got kids everywhere. Some of you don't even want to work, so you don't have to pay child support. So yes, women in their 40 and over can be extremely picky, because the women I know, and a lot of them I deal with on this app, it showed me the whole new world of women. They are definitely on top of their business. These are boss chicks that I be seeing in here. So why would they settle for anything? Why not be picky? Because they old, as you men say. You old. Well, older women have standards, and they are very high because they have set the standard high because of the achievements they have made. Y'all say money don't mean nothing. Yes, it do. Go tell the power company when it's time to pay the power bill that you ain't got it. Money matter. Go tell the mortgage company when it's time to pay your mortgage, it don't matter. And see what happens. Go tell when you go to a restaurant and eat, fine dining, and when the bill comes to the table, tell them you ain't got it. It don't matter. Let's see what happens. Stop saying that money does not matter when you are looking for a significant other, because yes, it does. When your standards are a certain level, money does matter. And I'm tired of people lying, because love, let's be honest now, Love don't pay no bills.
See, this is the issue, but she's not one of the ladies. You know how she feels? I can do bad all by myself. So she stays all by herself. And they think because they can get some, because they can meet a young hot stepper when they're horny, because they're horny. They 40 and horny and ready to party. But they don't want to go to the party because they back hurt, right? So she used them young guys all the time because they want it too. Oh, older woman, they want to get right to business. Give it to me, girl. She's like, yeah, come take it. Come take this thing. And they think that's independence. Well, it is.
Who are in their 40s as if somehow they're supposed to be like discarded by society is absolutely laughable. And I don't say all men.
What I find interesting about this, the same way a lot of y'all ladies in your 40s feel about men your age not prioritizing you when it comes to dating, is exactly how it was for those same men when they were in their early to mid 20s.
Mhm.
When they were trying to date girls their age, y'all neglected them because they were too young, they were too immature, they didn't have enough experience, and they definitely didn't have enough money to date y'all. So what happened was when girls were in their early to mid 20s, y'all were dating men in their 30s and their 40s. So those same men that y'all overlooked, they are now in their 40s and they worked on themselves. They're more mature, they have more experience, and they have more money. So they have more to offer. So now these men have options and they're deciding not to date you. Just like how when y'all were in y'all early 20s and you had options, you decided not to date men in your age range.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying whether it's right or it's wrong. I'm just showing y'all that it's coming full circle.
It is. The roosters are crowing. The chickens.
I decided to do a dating in Pittsburgh event. I'm a grandma here. I literally met someone that is only 2 years older than my friend's child. I got it over. I'm sick of dating.
She's at a dating event, going through the turmoil. She probably met a guy, one of the two guys there. He's an old Chester, right? Or maybe young, because he said he's young. But he's at the dating event because nobody talks to him. And she wants Chads. And Chad is not coming around. Chad beat it down. Chad beat it down. But to the dating event, he's not coming around. These ladies want the Chads at the dating events desperate. Like, no, I really want to be. They want him to be that loser she just met. Yeah, look, they look like, says Amanda. Amanda, I really look forward to meeting you. You remind me of my mom. You remind me of my mom. Like fat in the arms. I almost called you mama by mistake.
Apps, they're annoying. So I decided to try something new. It's amazing people watching, but I'll report back after, but I am way too old for this.
Clearly, it was a bust. I was talking to this one girl that was at the table next to us, and I was like, clearly I'm the oldest person here. She's like, oh no, I met someone who was 30. And I was like, well, I'm 40. And she was like, oh. And tried to be super polite, but like, it was not the scene for me. But it was great people watching. I got to hang out with friends and my sister, and I got my McDonald's on the way home. So
that's the
all in all,
problem.
success.
I saw this lady's TikTok. She's actually very fit, right? Oh, she's probably lying. Like, when they show themselves running marathons, she probably goes to the marathon, to the 5K, starts walking, right? So she's there with her walking partners, and just lying. It's the truth, but it's still, when something's the truth, but it's still a lie because you're at the 5K, but you're not running. She could be, though, but when you're eating McDonald's, when you're drinking your calories, keep this around. Water. Before I was chubby, you guys remember when I was chubby before? I was drinking my calories, and that's what you're doing. So I'm sorry. You probably are physically fit, but you drinking the fat.
The breakdown nobody sees. It's not loud, dramatic. It's sitting at your laptop, staring, wondering, how did I get here?
Leftover women.
Did everything right. You went out and worked. You every day. For everyone else, you're carrying way more than people know. And now you're sitting here staring at a computer screen, wondering why you feel that quiet ache. That's not weakness, boo.
Oh, man. I'm about to start crying. I feel like a song's gonna come on. I need love. Ding, ding. That's the sound of right. Ding, ding. I need love. Ding, 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 ding. That was my jam back in the day. I used to play it on the piano all the time. That's what it sounded like. Still behind. I need love. That's what she has to say next. I need love. Let's continue.
In your 40s so hard. I was literally in a relationship for the last decade, and I've been divorced now for 2.5 years. It is so different than what I remember. Fine, there used to be dating apps before, but now it's just like you're matching with somebody, they might say hello, and then it's like ghost town. Why did you even match with me? I just don't understand communication. Yes, fine, you have so many choices on these apps. You're distracted. But my goodness, don't waste my time. If you're also in your 40s, you should not be playing these games. They make no sense. If you're experiencing the same thing, you've been out of the game for such a long time, like myself, please tell me in the comments, is it difficult for you too? Is dating difficult for you? Everybody's like, all my girlfriends like, get off the apps, go meet people. Where? Where am I meeting them? Where? I work full time. Most of the time I'm at home. And if I am in my corporate office, there's a whole bunch of old men that are already married and they ain't trying to look this way. They see all this curly hair and sometimes the red lipstick. They're not even trying to come this way. Intimidation. So where else am I?
You see, the first thing they say is intimidation. They're not intimidated. They just don't want you.
Meeting them. My daughter's school. The dads are usually not the ones that are picking up the kids. It's usually the moms. Where am I meeting these guys? The apps is the only way that I'm meeting these men. And yes, the caliber of men on these apps, depending on the app, are just total BS. All I'm asking is for some communication, consistency, be intentional. Why do I gotta chase you for a freaking date? Like, be grown, be intentional, know exactly what the heck you want, and stop wasting my time.
You know, the crazy thing is it's not just the older ladies. The younger ladies are going through the same thing. So you know what I say? Don't feel bad because all women nowadays are struggling. Yes, all you ladies can sit down, do your kumbayas together, and continue making your TikTok videos, bashing men. But this right here, this is old to men because you're not bashing men. You're pleading. And you know what men are doing? Men are reading them and weep. You know what they're saying? Your time has come. You wasted all those years of your life and not wasting them. You probably were married. I got to say that. But ladies think they took the higher road by getting a divorce. Now, your husband is dating a 20 or 30-year-old. Yes, believe that. Especially if he's retired. Guys that are retiring, no. They're coming over to Thailand. They're going to Philippines. They're going to Africa. Guys are actually leaving. Why? Because the dollar is dropping in the U.S., but it's still high in other countries, right? It's about to go to $60 compared to the 60 pesos for $1. When I first came here, it was 48 pesos. You see that? 48 to 60. The dollar is going even higher. Even while the world is in this turmoil, the world is at war, it's still rising. It's going to drop soon, but I'll be prepared for it.
Dating so frustrating.
Why? Why? So, talking to this guy on this dating app, right, for about 2 weeks, exchanged phone numbers, everything's good, asks me tonight, what are your plans this weekend? When I say, oh, my kids are actually with their dad this weekend. I work on Saturday, but just half the day. How about you? Oh, I have no plans. Nothing. Nothing after that. Not would you like to meet up? Do you want to make plans? No, nothing. Why? Why even ask? Why are you even asking what my plans are? If you have no intention of asking. And the other thing that pisses me off is that I feel like people that do that just expect you to not have plans. Like they can ask you last minute. Like they'll ask me tomorrow night, hey, you want to hang out tonight? No, Mom, I'm busy. And now I'm busy, right? Am I really busy? No. But I'm going to tell you I'm busy because you really think that you can ask people the last minute to do something? Like make a plan, make it a priority, because if people don't feel like they're a priority, they don't want to spend their time with you, right? Like when I'm dating somebody, you are my priority. I make you my priority, right? I don't know. Dating nowadays is just so different. I don't think I'm ready for it at all. Nope.
I'm Sarah Sparkles. I'm a 43-year-old single lady. I live in Oklahoma. I work in mortgage lending. I'm a face painter on the weekends. I'm a photographer, and I also manage social media for businesses. I'm here advocating for men and talking about dating in my 40s, and wanted to introduce myself again. Hi. Tell
She's
me
going
about
to
you
it.
in the comments. I want to know you, okay?
Well, you saw the desperation at the end. It's that bad. She was fainting. Hi, I'm Sarah Sparkles. Come on, down in the comments, please. Nobody's talking to me. Respond. I need some kind of. I need somebody to be attached to. I want to fiend again. I divorced my husband. Oh, I'm telling y'all, that's the situation for most of these ladies because they come from that time that men no longer want to get into. They tricked men, divorced them, got the money. Now they're trying to get the next sucker. And men are saying, no mas.
Ha ha! I think I found my new Boonopolis. Hey, baby girl, what's your name?
Jazar, 40, Scorpio, single. Yes, I have kids. No, I don't want no more. Blue, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Home Alone, video games, dancing, entrepreneurship. Yes, I've been hurt. Yes, I've been healed. As long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. Is there anything else? Should I be ready at 8 p.m. tomorrow? Because if not, I can just, I can just go. Exactly. Thank you.
That's what men are saying. Get out of here. I'm gone. Like, why would a man want to deal with somebody like that? Why are you rushing life? Right? These girls are hot potato, hot in the pants, everything. Men don't want that. Men want something that's single and ready. Yes, I got to use that line because it makes sense. Ready to mingle. These ladies aren't ready to mingle. That's why the guy's like, because he's confused. What's wrong with this lady?
So not only did I get canceled on Valentine's Day, a man that I was talking to back in October, he announced yesterday that he's going to be a daddy due in June. So if you do the math backwards, that tracks. And at least for, I think maybe we're on 5 now of men that I dated or went out with from, I'd say late summer through the winter, they all hard launched their girlfriends yesterday on Instagram. And one man that I've casually haven't seen in months, he sent me, hey, happy Valentine's Day. Not a single other man sent that text, so.
Desperate.
We're back at the drawing board. If I've been talking to you at all in the last month and you didn't even send me a fake faux holiday happy Valentine's Day, we're done.
She was all alone on Valentine's Day and she's pissed. They're breaking down. They're seriously breaking down. I'm surprised. It's about, some of you broke down in the past, but so many of you are breaking down now.
Because men want younger women. If a man is 40, there is no way he is looking for a 40-year-old.
Right.
There's no way.
But at 40, do women even want to go with a 40-year-old man? The 40-year-old women want to go with a 50-year-old man, do they not?
I'd say most of my friends who've got divorced and who've kind of had relationships, it's either they've tried very hard to have a relationship and they're all very attractive. They're just older.
Right.
They're just in their 50s, the 40s, whatever. They're just not in their 30s. They've tried to have relationships with men of their age. Kind of hard. Yeah, can they have sex with her? Yeah, absolutely no problem.
Can somebody please explain to me why dating in your 40s sucks so much? Because, you know, I've been divorced for a number of years now, and I have 5 kids, and life is crazy. And, you know, I've spent a lot of time taking care of myself, taking care of my kids, working hard, putting myself through school, da-da-da-da-da. And then, you know, I finally get to a place where I feel like I'm ready to add a person into my life, right? So I start dating, and it's either guys who just want to have sex with me, or I start talking to them and then they ghost you, or 500 like you, but none of them even send a message. And it's just ridiculous. And the reality is, I don't go to the bar. I don't drink. And I don't want anything to do with that scene. So really and truly, how do you meet people now? Like, this world is so different than it was when I was in my 20s and before I got married and all that stuff. And now it's like people are really far away, or you chat for a little while and then it stops. And I'm just curious if there's anything out there that's just marriage out of convenience, you know, 2 people who want a partner and to not live alone anymore, to help pay the bills and all that stuff. So, you know, I mean, if you're willing to do a marriage out of convenience, let me know, because maybe I'm at that point where I'm not an ugly woman. I am not a difficult person to get along with. I am positive and upbeat and happy. I love my children so much. But I also want a companion. I want a best friend. I want somebody to dance with me in the kitchen. I want somebody to walk by and say as I'm cooking dinner.
You had that. You left him. Enjoy your life.
We've been talking about dating and how bad I am at it. And today I want to talk about friends with
Oh, we got a crazy one here.
benefits. Now, this is not something I recommend. This may work for some people. It does not work for me. Maybe I just catch feelings too quickly. Here's some anecdotal evidence from my last situation. So a couple of months ago, I ended a relationship with somebody, and it ended kind of badly and traumatically. And I just needed to get over him. And you know how they say, to get over somebody. So along came this guy, and he was way younger than me. Way too young for me, to be honest with you. And I thought, you know what? I'll give it a shot. And he wasn't looking for anything serious, and I wasn't in a position to get into anything serious. And I figured, you know, there's no way a relationship would work between this guy and I, because our age difference is just way too great. And in the real world, it wouldn't work. There's no way that he'd be interested in somebody my age. I'm too old for him, and he deserves better than me. I'm not good enough. And I still don't think I'm good enough for him, but anyway. So I tried really hard not to develop feelings for him, and that didn't work, because I did develop feelings for him. And now it's over, and he's gone, and he's all I think about. He's all I want. There's nothing I can do about it. And I try to replace him, And I can't.
You can't replace him because not too many young guys would want to deal with that. I gotta call a spade a spade. You look crazy. Like, I don't know this lady, but you come across like a hornball. Seriously, you look like you're horny all the time. I feel bad for her because a guy is just gonna use her, and she knows it, and that's why she's falling so hard. There's some older ladies that's all they want, right? But her entire life, she's went without men feeling like she's the cat's meow. So she got that younger guy. She's probably dealt with this all through her 20s, 30s, hit 40s, still going through it. She may be hitting the 50s, still going through it. This is a hard, long road. These ladies are breaking down, and it's killing them. But this is the life you chose. Should have walked that fine line and stuck to the script. And what was that script? You ladies were around when that script was in play. But you all mess it up. Half of you kids divorced and want to get back in the game, but it's dying now. All I have to say is congratulations, you all played yourself. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.